Have you ever dreamed about building a successful business, getting in shape, learning a valuable skill, or completely changing your life? You know what you want. You think about it constantly. You even imagine how amazing your future could be. But then, nothing happens. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. And somehow, you're still exactly where you started. If that sounds familiar, you're not lazy. You're experiencing something psychologists call the ambition-action gap. This creates a strange paradox. You genuinely want success. You want the rewards, the freedom, the money, the respect, the opportunities. But at the same time, your actions don't match your goals. And the bigger the gap becomes, the more frustrated you feel. Here's something most people never realize. Your brain often mistakes planning for progress. Watching motivational videos, reading business books, researching ideas, creating endless plans, all of these activities feel productive, but they aren't the same as taking action. The brain gets a small reward simply from imagining success. And that's where the trap begins. A big reason ambitious people stay stuck is dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical linked to motivation and reward. The problem is that modern life gives us easy dopamine everywhere. Social media, short videos, gaming, endless scrolling. These activities provide instant rewards with almost no effort. Building a business doesn't. Learning a skill doesn't. Creating something valuable doesn't. Your brain naturally prefers the easier option. Every ambitious person faces the same battle. Comfort versus growth. Comfort feels safe. Growth feels uncertain. Comfort asks you to stay where you are. Growth asks you to risk failure. And the human brain is designed to avoid discomfort whenever possible, even when discomfort is necessary for success. Sometimes the problem isn't laziness at all. It's fear. Think about it. If you never start, you never fail. If you never launch the business, nobody can reject it. If you never post the video, nobody can criticize it. Procrastination often acts as emotional protection. It protects us from potential disappointment, but it also protects us from potential success. Surprisingly, some people are also afraid of success. Success brings responsibility, higher expectations, more pressure, more visibility, more people watching your every move. For some people, staying stuck feels safer than dealing with those challenges, even if they never consciously admit it. Then there's perfectionism, one of the most dangerous forms of procrastination. Perfectionists often tell themselves, "I'll start when I'm ready. I'll launch when it's perfect. I'll begin when I know more." But perfection never arrives. And while they're waiting for the perfect moment, other people are gaining experience through imperfect action. There's another hidden reason ambitious people stay stuck: identity. You might want the habits of a successful entrepreneur, but deep down, you still see yourself as someone who procrastinates. You might want confidence, but still identify as someone who doubts themselves. Your actions usually follow your identity, not your goals. That's why changing how you see yourself is often more powerful than setting another goal. This problem is especially common among intelligent people. Why? Because smart people can always find another reason to delay action. They overthink, analyze, research, plan, and plan some more. They become experts at preparation, but beginners at execution. Successful people aren't necessarily more motivated. They simply understand one important truth. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Most people wait until they feel motivated. Successful people start first, and motivation follows afterward. That's why successful people focus on small wins. Instead of building $1 million business, they make the first sale. Instead of writing a book, they write one page. Instead of changing their entire life, they improve one habit. Small actions create momentum. Momentum creates confidence, and confidence creates bigger actions. Think about how successful CEOs make decisions. They don't wait for perfect certainty. They act with incomplete information, then adjust based on feedback. If they waited until every risk disappeared, most successful companies would never exist. Progress comes from movement, not endless thinking. So how do you escape the ambition trap? Stop focusing on motivation. Stop waiting to feel ready. Focus on action. Make the task smaller, reduce friction, create systems, and commit to consistency over intensity. Because success rarely comes from... The biggest difference between successful people and stuck people isn't ambition. Both groups have ambition. The difference is execution. One group dreams about the future. The other group builds it. So here's the question. What's one thing you've been telling yourself you'll do tomorrow? Let me know in the comments.